17 suspects have been arrested in connection with Kim's robbery.
And Selena reunites with Disney cast and teases a reunion.
Plus, we've got your Golden Globe recap.
We got all that going down on today's DHR. Coming up in our show, Mariah Carey finally speaks out about her awkward, weird performance on New Year's Eve.
But first we're talking about an update with Kim's robbery. Paris officials have arrested 17 suspects in connection with Kim Kardashian West's robbery in October of last year. So over 3 months later, Paris officials have finally arrested suspects that could potentially be connected to Kim's horrific robbery from last year. All the suspects were arrested after police performed raids all throughout the Paris region and surrounding areas early in the morning. The prosecutor has confirmed that the suspects can only be held up to 96 hours for questioning, and police said that one of the DNA samples matched an individual known to police for robbery and criminal offenses. So detectives, they then used new evidence to tap phones of suspects and track their movements in hopes of finding Kim's stolen jewelry and other suspects. With the suspects in custody, Kim is expected to watch a video feed in New York City where she must try to identify the robbers. And if you don't recall, 5 men were involved in the scary robbery. 2 of the men gained access to her room where they tied her up, pointed a gun at her, locked her in a bathroom, and stole her jewelry. So currently all of the homes of the suspects are being raided as we speak, and I think this is just crazy. I feel like it's insane that it took them this long, but now that they have, 17 people? How is she going to be able to narrow that down? I feel like if they were robbing her or holding her at gunpoint, they were probably wearing masks. So
Yeah.
I feel like it might be close to impossible, but I hope for Kim that they can find these people.
Yeah, me too.
And while we didn't think they were going to record any of this for their
Right.
reality show, it seems as though they are, because, a couple of days ago, a promo was released in which we saw Kim talking about it. So I feel like we're going to get a lot more of this in March, but it's gonna be a little bit weird because we're gonna get details from the past, how they were feeling, and now we're gonna get updates about if they're finding the suspects in real time. So we're just gonna have to keep our eyes peeled on all fronts.
Selena Gomez is back and better than ever via social media. You guys know she's been gone for 3 months on her hiatus to get better, and now she is better. But get this, not only is she back on social media, she's back on social media with David Henry talking all things Wizards of Waverly Place.
No.
You created
For the
my
record,
first Twitter.
I made her Twitter. I told her what Twitter was.
didn't
She
make
didn't
my
even know what it was.
Instagram.
She couldn't even say Twitter.
You didn't make my Instagram, though.
I couldn't say Twitter?
It's so funny to me that he is possibly the reason that she is now on Instagram when she is the most followed person on Instagram.
Yeah, very true. But what's funnier is that they actually went back and discussed where their characters would be right now.
In our reunion, we're gonna need this. Oh, I still have it! Justin has the power!
They decided that Justin definitely would have about 15 children by now. Alex is single, trying to figure out things, but still killing it, of course. And their brother Maxwell, he's just trying to find himself as usual. And then Selena proceeded to ask her followers if they would be down for a Wizards reunion, adding that she thinks that they should do it. And yeah, you guys should do it.
See, I think it's like a good idea, and I think it's fun to tease the fans, but in reality, I don't think she has time for this, and I feel like it would never happen. Although if she was like, yo, Disney, I want to do a reunion, they'd be like, all right, grah.
They would say for sure. And David's one person that definitely will co-sign on that. He posted up a picture of them, their whole experience on Instagram, and he posted it saying, "We had the best time last night. We dreamed up what our Wizards characters are doing present day, LOL, and talked about the fact that I started all of Selena's social media platforms." So, they had the best time ever, and I feel like they should bring it on back. Come on, Disney, make it happen.
So good. All right, Jackie, did you have some time last night, and did you watch the Golden Globes?
I watched bits and pieces from y'all's social media, and I caught up this morning, and there was a lot of great highlights.
Ooh, so many, starting with my favorite, when Ryan Reynolds and Andrew Garfield did a little smoochy doochie when Ryan Reynolds lost to the other Ryan. I'm talking
Smoochy-doochy?
Ryan Gosling. Yeah, take a look at this clip, but look to the left. And what's even better is during the post shows when celebrities are talking about their big wins. Emma Stone was talking with an entertainment outlet, and they showed her the kiss where her ex-boyfriend kissed Ryan Reynolds, and her reaction was priceless.
When you won, that there was a kiss between Ryan and Andrew Garfield.
What?
They kissed each other.
They did not kiss each other.
They kissed each other.
They
As you were
did?
walking up on the stage, they kissed each other.
La La Land did seem to be the big winner of the night. It even broke the record for the most Golden Globes for one film ever, which is super impressive. Another thing that really cracked me up at the beginning of this show, Jimmy Fallon's prompter went down.
But did it really go down? Was it a joke or was he being serious? I don't know.
It felt awkward to the point that it was real, but then his little jab at Mariah had me thinking it could have been fake, because he was like, just got off the phone with Mariah and she said that the production company is out to get me. I do want to talk about some of the best dress of the night, because fashion, I mean, duh. Let's start it off with my queen, Emma Stone. Were you living or were you living?
I was dying because it was so good.
I didn't even notice that there were stars on her dress until I really saw it in the flashes. But I think she looked like elegant Hollywood glam. It was perfection. Liza Koshy.
Okay. Y'all know how obsessed I am with Liza Koshy. I love her so much, and I thought she looked so great. The girl is like less than 5 feet, and she looked extremely tall in that beautiful black gown. I thought she killed it.
I have to say, one of my favorites of the night had to be Mandy Moore. I'm all about This Is Us. Girl killed it in that black caped dress.
Oh my goodness, goddess.
Did you see it, Emily Ratajkowski?
Oh yeah, that yellow and the diamonds, like stop.
My queen.
Stop.
And then last we have to talk about Blake and Ryan. Blake's dress wasn't my favorite. It looked like she was being attacked by a curtain.
What?
But I still think she's flawless. Normally she's one of my fashion favorites. It just didn't work for me this time.
They were like prom king and prom queen of the night.
Yeah, if the king had a spray tan. Ooh. I'm just kidding. Ryan looked great.
But can you
He
see,
really
I
did.
love that he had the gray scruff in there. I really like that he's keeping the gray hairs out. It's just very sexy. Just when we thought 2016 couldn't get any worse, you guys know Mariah Carey came out to perform for New Year's Eve, trying to end on a high note, but there was no high note. There was actually no high notes at all. If you guys don't remember what I'm talking about, check out this clip.
We didn't have a check for this song, so we'll just say it went to #1, and that's what it is. Okay. Feels like a we're missing some of this logo, but it is what it is.
She took to Twitter to actually explain what happened. She said, I came to New Year's Eve in New York in great spirits and was looking forward to a celebratory moment with the world. It's a shame that we were put into the hands of a production team with technical issues who chose to capitalize on circumstances beyond our control. Then she went on to explain that it's not practical for a singer to sing live and able to hear themselves properly in the middle of Times Square with all those noises, the freezing cold, the smoke from the smoke machines, thousands of people celebrating, especially when their ear monitors were not working at all. So basically, Mariah is saying that it was totally Dick Clark Productions that kind of screwed her over, and that, you know, they didn't know what they were doing. But they actually came back. They had a little clap back and told her, come on, are you serious? And they said, to suggest that DCP, as producers of music shows, including the American Music Awards, Billboard Music Awards, New Year's, Rockin' Eve, and Academy of Country Music Awards, would ever intentionally compromise the success of any artist is defamatory, outrageous, and frankly, absurd.
I don't know. There's two sides to both stories. I'm sure she feels gypped. I'm sure they feel gypped, but I feel like they've been doing this production for so long that they know how this works. They know how to do it. Maybe her ear monitor wasn't working, but I feel like it could have been executed differently by both parties. But I am happy that Mariah is standing up for herself in true diva fashion. And she's like, listen, I feel effed over. I'm going to state that, and I'm going to stand by that, even when the rest of the world is kind of against her.
And the crazy thing about this whole thing, she actually spoke out too, what she put to Twitter. She was actually actually really hurt by the responses, which actually caught me off guard. I'm like, Mariah has feelings about what other people say. Like, normally, you know, she's like, nah, like, I'm doing me, but she was actually really hurt, and she actually is thanking all her friends that are supporting her during this time.
At the end of the day, we all know Mariah has the voice of an angel, and we know she can sing. It's not like she's lip singing her life away.
All right, guys, that's it for today, but I want to know what you guys thought about Selena and David hanging out. Do you think there's going to be a Wizards of Waverly Place reunion?
For all of you, I genuinely hope so. And I also want to know what your favorite moment from the Golden Globes was last night. You guys let us know in the comment section below, and we will be here every single weekday. Thanks for hanging. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye. But before you go, check out this video of PewDiePie using the N-word. Not cool, man.
Or click over to the right to get all the details on Kendall Jenner's new butt tattoo.